Since I'm aiming at his toes, there's no way this will count as a headshot, right? So, what happened? Huntsman hit detection works in two parts. Part 1. When the arrow first touches the player's bounding box, this big box around the player, the game steps forward one frame to see what hitbox you're about to hit. This one frame check grabs the ID of the first hitbox it finds and reports back. Damage is then applied to the player according to the ID that was found. If there is nothing within one frame, then the game decides using the second way, finding the closest hitbox to the point of impact and counts that as what you hit. The problem here is that in the first method, when it steps forward one frame, it doesn't check if the hitbox it found has any relation to the guy you originally hit. So what happened was that you hit a player's bounding box. The one frame check happens, and it finds the hitbox of the teleporter. The teleporter's hitbox has an ID of 0, so the check reports back with 0. ID 0 on any class is the head hitbox, so when the game calculates how much damage to do, it simply sees that you've hit a hitbox with ID 0 and grants a headshot. So that's why shooting his toes is a headshot. Though because the teleporter has more than one hitbox, it won't always be a headshot. Besides hitbox 0, there is midsection, weapon bone for sappers, and direction, the arrow. Depending on the teleporter's original rotation and the rotation of midsection and weapon bone when the teleporter is active, you might end up hitting the teleporter hitbox with IDs other than 0, which still result in hitting the player, but just not the head. But nothing about this bug is exclusive to the teleporter, so other buildings. On sentries, the base is ID 0. Dispensers have one big ID 0 hitbox. And even other players. But best of all, even balls.
Sometimes you have a really good idea of what's coming and you're completely wrong.